Hello and welcome back to Excelsive. Today I have a quick video about how to create multiple folders using Excel and a single command which we will borrow from DOS. You already are aware about Excel, but I doubt many of you have used DOS much. Long before Windows, DOS was widely used as an operating system in the 80s and the 90s. Yours truly has spent his school days learning DOS and only ever came to know Windows after school. In Windows, if you have to create a folder, what do? You right-click on an empty space like this and go to New Folder, right? Now you have a folder titled New Folder that you can rename as you wish. In DOS, we had to use commands to do every task. So to create a folder or directory, we have to use MD, which stands for Make Directory, followed by the name of the folder. So in this PowerShell window here, as you can see, I am in this folder, which is in my Downloads folder, which in turn is in my F drive. If I want to create a folder here, I'll have to use this command, MD, then a space, and then the name of the folder, let's say test. Press enter and done. And here we have our folder created. Problem is, not all of my folders will be a single word like test. What if I want to create a folder test2? What happens if I used MD test2 command here? Then it gives me an error. The workaround for this is to use double quotes in the name of the folder. So if we are to use MD and then mention test2 in double quotes like this, and now when we press enter, we get a folder. And it is not specific to more than one word folder names. You can use the double quotes on single words and it works the same. We are going to use this command, and with the help of Excel, we can create hundreds of folders in seconds. I'll leave a link of the Excel file in the description and you can use it to create your own folders as you want it. Let's say we have a client list here and we want to create a folder for each client in the same folder as before. So we are going to prepare our MD command with the name of the folder in Excel in such a way that MD is followed by a client name in double quotes, which is pretty easy to do in Excel. Now with normal folks like us, we probably don't have our client name in double quotes already. So how to add them? I have tried a couple of methods and they might work within Excel, but they didn't work in our next step. So I'll keep it simple. Let's type double quotes in this column here. And now we have to create a DOS command. MD followed by client name in double quotes, which is pretty simple. We start with MD in double quotes, ampersand. Now refer to a cell with double quotes. Use F4 to fix it because we are going to drag this formula down. Select a client name and again refer to a cell with double quotes and fix it. Here we have our command all ready to go. Now just drag this down to the end and we have all the commands ready to go. Now all we have to do is copy and paste them here in the PowerShell window to create folders, right? Nah, I'm just kidding. We are going to do them in bulk, or in other words, in batch. Copy all of them from here, open Notepad and paste them here. We have to save this Notepad file in the folder where we wish to create all these client folders. So navigate to that folder, name it anything. We are going to name it folders. And now the important bit. After the name of your Notepad file, type dot or a period and then type BAT. Save it and now your Notepad file will have an icon like this. Double click on this file and here we have all the folders we wanted. Isn't it pretty easy? Now to the next step. What if we have to create subfolders within these client folders? Let's say every client folder needs to have a folder for invoices, and in invoices folder, there has to be a folder for quarter 1. And in this folder, a folder for January 2024. So we have to create 4 folders. The client folder, then the invoice folder inside the client folder, the quarter folder inside the invoice folder, and finally the month folder inside the quarter folder. Don't be confused with the explanation. The process and the command will be the same and simple as before. If we go to our Explorer here and in the address bar, we click on it, we will see every level of folders is separated by this symbol which is known as a backslash. In my keyboard, it's right above the Enter key. You might have to look for it in yours. So if we have to create subfolders within the client folders, we will have to use this at every folder level. So here in this sheet, I have the formula created already. I have double quotes and a backslash mentioned up top, which is used in this formula. If you have a look at the formula, it looks quite scary, and at first glance, all you can see is the ampersand. That's because I had referred to our client name first, which is in double quotes, then a backslash, then subfolder 1 in double quotes, and so on and so forth. If you have these folders named in quotes already, you will save a lot of time. But as I said, no one hardly keeps data in double quotes. All we have to do now, just like in the last step, copy all this and paste it in a notepad file like this. Now let us save this notepad file in the folder where we wish to create all these folders. Let's name it subfolders.bat. Double click on it and here we have all our folders as needed. Let's check inside the folders and looks like we have them as required. So there you have it. That's how you can create hundreds of folders with the help of Excel and DOS in seconds. Quite literally. You will find the link of this file in the description and all you have to do is to change the name of the folders as they suit you. Just remember to save the notepad file where you actually want to create the folders. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, like this video, share it with other Excel lovers and keep spreadsheeting.